Hi boys and girls, this is Mrs. Roth here. This is your math e-learning lesson for Tuesday, April the 14th. Today you have test 22B, so I'm just going to go over some of it with you and then you can go and work on it on your own. So let's take a look, please. Number 1, 4 gardeners were picking melons. Janelle picked 8, Wallace picked 4, Jerome picked 5, and Suzanne picked 3. What is the average number of melons picked by these gardeners? Okay, so you need to figure out the average. Remember, that's a two-step process. Number 2, write 7 and 7/10 as a decimal number. It's written here as a mixed number. You need to write it as a decimal number. Number 3, which digit in 29.64 is in the same place as the 7 in 3.07? So remember, if you line up your decimal numbers with the decimal points, that's how you line them up, then it will become very clear to you as to which digit in that first number is in the same place as the 7 is in the second number. Number 4, 4/9 of the 405 picketers carried signs. How many picketers carried sign? This is fraction of a group. 4/9 of the 405 picketers carried signs. Fraction of a group, multiple steps. What do you need to do? Number 5, something is wrong with this sign. The sign is over on the right. Sodas, 35 cents a can. Something's wrong with the way the sign was written. Draw 2 signs that show different ways to correct this error. Number 6, they show you a circle a bit below where your number 6 is. Okay, here's number 6, A and B, and then over here is the circle with the ruler on there. You're asked A, what is the radius of the circle, and B, what is the diameter? Okay, you don't need to do any measuring, you just need to be able to read the number line, or read the ruler, okay, and pay attention to the label as well. Number 7, use words to name this number. I'm not going to read it because you need to know how to read it and how you would write it in words. Just one thing I will tell you, that after the 2, that is a period. That's not a decimal point. The decimal point is between the 8 and the 9. After the 2, that is a period. Number 8, estimate the product of 68 and 42. Remember 2 things here. Estimate, and you need to know what a product is. Okay, number 9, bok choy was priced at 79 cents per pound. What was the cost of 3 pounds of bok choy? If each pound costs 79 cents, how much does it cost for 3 pounds? Number 10, what is the perimeter and area of this rectangle? You have a rectangle. They have given you measurements of 2 sides. Therefore, you should know what the other 2 sides measure. And then you were looking for 2 different answers. You need to tell what the perimeter is and what the area is. Please make sure that when you're writing your answers, it's clear which is perimeter and which is area. You know, in school, I would usually put capital P equals to indicate that's my answer for perimeter, and then capital A equals to show that that was the answer for the area. Okay, number 11, find the sum. So you need to know what a sum is. Find the sum of 271,608. That's your first number, 271,608, and 16,233. You need to find the sum of those 2 numbers. Number 12, Rosemary has 4 more tulips than Blanche. Blanche has half as many tulips as Vince. If Vince has 10 tulips, how many tulips does Rosemary have? Remember, make a list for yourself, do the most obvious first, and work from there. Number 13, draw circles to show that 3 equals 9/3. So you're showing circles to show that 3 can look the same as 9/3. Okay, the rest of your problems, straight computation. Reminder in number 15, you have to solve to figure out what Q is equal to. Number 19, you think of that as an improper fraction or as a division problem. And number 20, remember you do the work in parentheses first. Okay, take your time, work it out one part at, one section at a time here. Okay, parentheses first. Okay, please take your time on all of this. Work carefully, work neatly. I will be printing it out. I need to be able to read all of your answers. I also need your name on it because I go through a lot of emails printing things out, and when I collect them off my printer, I don't know who they belong to. Please make sure you have your name on your work. Okay, I know you'll do a great job with this because you're capable of solving all of these problems. So work carefully, do your best, and I can't wait to see your results. I'll talk to you later. If you have any questions, please make sure you reach out to me. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.